Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White can't have Fever friction over Indiana offense. The Indiana Fever struggled to score in Caitlin Clark's return to the lineup against the Golden State Valkyries, which on its own is no cause for concern, considering Clark has been in and out of the lineup, and it would be natural for the team to need an adjustment period to get acclimated. However, there is a season-long issue lingering underneath the surface that could be worth keeping an eye on, whether Clark and head coach Stephanie White see eye to eye about how often the Fever superstar should be off the ball. Let's go back to May 24th, a contest Indiana narrowly lost to the New York Liberty, and was the game where Clark suffered her first injury of the season. But it was the pre-game media availability that laid the groundwork of intrigue for the debate about how Clark is utilized in the offense. When discussing how the Fever could improve to that point early in the season, Clark stated plainly, "I think we need to do a better job of getting me the ball in transition whether somebody is there or not. I think there's a fine balance of playing me off the ball and also getting the ball in my hands. That's when I'm the best, in transition." Everybody knows that. Shortly thereafter, I asked White how the team finds the balance Clark referenced. One thing the Fever coach emphasized was how Clark would be able to get open looks if she sets great screens, something that obviously happens off-ball. She added, "Caitlin's a player that right now has the most talent around her that she's ever had. And now our job as coaches is how we figure out how to put us in position to be the best team that we can be." White then referenced the Pacers as a blueprint for the style the Fever can play in regards to buying into the we over the me. She specifically pointed out how Tyrese Halliburton getting his teammates involved early can be a lesson for Clark, in stating that the great teams are going to take that strength away if the Fever rely too heavily on the star guard's generational talent fast. Forward to the Valkyries game, and many of these same beats remain. Clark started alongside Kelsey Mitchell as usual against Golden State, but point guard Ari McDonald was also inserted into the starting lineup. This was again in an effort by the Fever coach to ease the burden on Clark. "I like the ability to have two primary ball handlers on the floor," White said of the decision to insert another player at Clark's position in the starting group. And quite frankly, for Caitlin specifically, not having to have her play under duress 94 feet the entire time she's on the floor, she added. Clark was asked a similar question about the potential backcourt pairing at practice the day prior and parroted her coach about being picked up 94 feet all the time. Still, she didn't appear particularly enthused in her response, and once again made sure to state, "That's what I'm best at. So we're still going to do a lot of that. It's, I think, finding a balance."